Anybody like, well, that's not that big of a difference.
Right.
Well, when you're shooting from 30, 40 feet, with the spin and all of those different aspects, that 2 inches makes a huge difference.
Yeah, man.
And even layups.
Right.
If you're not focused, I mean, the ball's coming out.
Right.
So with that being said, when I first shot on it, with not knowing Mark and I'm just shooting around, I'm like, I promise you, I'm not this bad at basketball. I don't know what's going on. Like, I'm shooting, I'm just like, all of these shots feel like they should be going in, and I just don't understand why. So I actually played, I think, maybe 2 sessions before Mark was like, just so you know, the rim is smaller. And the light bulb went off. And I was like, this makes so much sense.
Because DJ can shoot the ball pretty well.
Right.
Yeah, I firmly believe so. And not to toot my horn or anything, but so and then after a couple of sessions of that, I go back to playing around and doing my normal thing, and I'm just shooting. And I'm like, all right, I know I was pretty good before, but this is just ridiculous. Like, I'm shooting shots that I'm just kind of throwing them up. I'm like, let's just see what happens, and they're all going in, and I'm like, wow.
Yeah, man.
So pretty much after 1 or 2 sessions of just focusing on the fundamentals, shooting, and just understanding that you have to shoot the ball right. You have to, follow your form and practicing on the 16-inch. And then I go back to like your regular gym, where you have the backboard, you have a little more crutches and all that.
Right.
Just your game is it's way different. After that, that's what got me hooked.
Let's see. I love your story, and that's, like I said, that's exactly what I thought what people would gravitate to.
And that's the consistent story.
Yeah, man. Because people, hey, man, when you can see the difference and shooting and different, that's all. It's all about aim. And when you make the aim harder, then you just open it up. It's like, oh my goodness, this is nothing compared to what I was doing before.
Right.
Let's show the people the ball that you guys are using, so they can get a good look at it and see how different it is. Make sure you get a good shot of that, Jim. You see this?
Yeah, I see it.
Man, you see the ball, man. It's totally different. Now, why did you want to make the ball different, like in this fashion?
So to clarify, I'm not the inventor or manufacturer of this ball.
Okay.
However, the vision always included a ball that wasn't a traditional basketball.
Okay.
So I just love the way things worked out.
Right.
When I started to move, came across this guy.
Okay.
John Haynes, CEO of Rain Basketball.
Okay.
Rainbasketball.com. You can Google Rain Basketball.
Okay.
And you can use a promotional code UHOOP, UHOOP, to get a discount on the Rain Ball at Rain Basketball.
That's
That's UHOOP to get a discount. Now, the ball was designed for the human hand.
Okay.
So regardless of how you catch the ball, you catch seams. That's what your son said. He's like, I said, what do you notice? Like, you got seams everywhere, right? So it improves ball handling.
Okay.
It improves passing.
Wow.
It can even improve shooting.
And it looks like it's a little smaller, right?
It's not. I think what it is,
Wow.
and that's an interesting observation. I think what it is because it has so many more seams.
Yeah.
You have it looks smaller, but it's not. Still the same size.
Wow. That's crazy. It definitely did look smaller when I saw it. I'm like,
And this one's not pumped up either.
Okay.
Yeah, when I felt it, like it was a normal ball.
That's
It felt better in my hands than a regular one.
So I have one of my partners out there. Shout out to LT Lawrence Taylor, owner of Seven City Knights, Real Grind Hoops. You need to get him on your show as well.
Okay, I definitely will.
Okay, one of the premier trainers in the Valley. He has a couple of these balls that he's used with one of his teams. And his immediate feedback was he had his guys warm up with the ball, pass, dribble, set, and then they went into their pregame and then practice. And he noticed a clear improvement in ball handling, passing, and even shooting amongst the group.
Wow.
So because we play at a much faster pace, right? We play on a smaller court.
Right.
Middle school size 17-second clock, 17-second shot clock. Because of the pace of the game, and we have our rules create fewer stoppages, no timeouts.
Okay.
Okay, so we don't have any timeouts. Out of bounds rule is similar to soccer as opposed to basketball. So
Okay.
it's the ball, not the player.
Okay.
So a guy could be sprinting towards the sideline, chasing the ball down. As long as the ball doesn't bounce completely off the court, it's still in play.
Okay.
So imagine all the turnovers that are now eliminated,
Right.
and the play continues.
And that you did that just to keep up, to keep
pace.
the people going. Just don't want to stop. Just
It's
keep
a
the pace
modern
going.
challenge, right? It's a perfect incorporation of innovative game with what we do when we go to the park.
Right.
Right.
And it's going to make you better breathing techniques, better shape. You're going to be able to
Oh,
run
absolutely.
longer.
Absolutely.
The stops are going to help you a million times. Yeah, you're going to need. I told you need to. Good
So,
one, man.
DJ, I haven't asked you this, but DJ played in our beta event, and he's an active player, so he plays in adult recreational leagues, and he played in our beta event. What did you notice with regards to the pace and the wind you needed playing during the beta event compared to your rec league?
The main difference is the no stoppage of play.
Right.
So our times are smaller than like your average league by far.
Right.
But the difference is with, no out of bounds, you don't get that 1 or 2 seconds of breath.
Right.
With no timeouts,
Let's go.
you don't have that, let's stop the momentum,
Right.
let's do our thing. You have to play with what you got going on, and if you can't critically think and keep up at the same time without help or without stopping, you're gonna fail.
Man.
You have to be in shape, and you have to really understand the rules, because one of the main things that kind of slowed us down was we weren't very familiar, so there were stoppages, but that's not normal, and that's not going to be how it is in the future. It's
Right.
going to be going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
It's just getting everybody on the same page with
Right,
the rules,
right.
getting used to thinking the way
Yeah.
the game is going,
Yeah.
and getting the flow going.
Yeah, but the no stoppage of play is definitely the biggest aspect, because just like you said, I am an active player, but I was even gassed after 1 or 2 games, and we're playing multiple games in one day.
Right.
So, and with I think we only have like 1 sub.
Mhm.
So if you're not in shape and you're playing 2 or 3 games, like
Right.
yeah, it's only like 7 minutes, but
17,
it's intense. It is
17-second shot clock. That's intense.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah. You got to keep going.
You got to
and
get a
going
move and you got to get a shot and get it going fast. What Dan and Tony, he had the 7 seconds of lefts, right?
Yeah.
I think he used to play with a 7-second shot clock.
He got that from my coach, Paul Westhead. Stop it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I played
Westhead?
Paul Westhead, Loyola Marymount University.
Oh my goodness, you played in Loyola. Wow, man, that's a storied school, man. Storied school.
So, but to DJ's point, to bring some clarity, right? The different format. So, our rec league our league format is set up currently 4 teams.
Okay.
They play 12 games, 1 winner. So they play each other in a series of round robin games.
Yeah.
Then we take the results of that. We seed them in a single elimination games. They play that, and then they have a winner.
Wow.
Right. Right now, we're targeting $500. Right.
Man.
So within that, each game is either 7 minutes or 10 minutes. So what he's saying is, though a game is significantly shorter than what you get in the way you pace in the recreational league, because there's no stoppage in the pace of game, as well as the extra stress
Right.
of no backboard, adjusting your game on the fly, it takes much more out of an athlete.
Definitely.
The benefit we see is all of this together creates the ultimate basketball training platform,
Yeah.
because simply by coming out and playing, assuming you have a good foundation, you're going to get better.
Yeah.
You can't help, because you have to play better,
Right.
demonstrate a high level of skill doing this than you do traditional basketball. So then when you go back to traditional basketball,
That's going to be easy.
it's a wrap. So when we get our first facility and I get back, I'm not coaching again until I get my first facility.
Okay.
When I get my first facility, I'm going to start coaching club basketball again, and I'm looking forward to that.
Man. Hey, man, nothing but great luck for you guys, man. I think the future is going to be great for no backboards. I love everything you guys are doing, and I will do everything I can to make sure that people hear about you guys and get the word out. What's going on with you guys' league and the great things that you guys are doing.
They've got something for you guys too. So I don't know if I got anything over there big enough for big boys. But if you guys, if you guys can't wear these, definitely sold a seat to somebody. So have a hoodie. DJ must have loved the hoodie. Have the hoodie.
Man.
I do. It's my favorite.
That
It's my
is
favorite
nice,
shirt.
man.
And then we got a couple of T-shirts for you as
That is
well.
nice,
No
brother.
Backboard Basketball League T-shirts.
We really appreciate it, bro. That is really dope, man. You guys are awesome. This no basketball leagues, and it's no basketball.
No
I mean,
backboard basketball.
No
League.
backboard.
It's a mouthful. Takes a minute.
Go to and it's backboard basketballleague.com too.
No,
isn't it?
nobackboards.com. No
That's right.
backboard.
Nobackboards.com.
No backboard. No s.com.
Okay.
See, we're gonna clean it up eventually. So we got nobackboard.com. That's the website.
So NBBL is what you probably go through in the future, something like that.
Nah, I got so many things back here. You know, I got a couple of alternatives I can flip at any moment. I do.
Yeah.
And then our social media tags are at nobackboards.
Okay.
With an S.
Okay.
So we got that. I'm actually trying to capture both sides of it.
Yeah,
so
man.
that's the
So
way I do it.
nobackboards.com, BS. Check them out. Go to the site. Make sure you hook up with Mark T.
Yes, sir.
He's a great gentleman, and he's really, really destined to see great things with this site. Let's go to a quick commercial, bro. We'll be back quick second here. Just going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back.